Welcome to another session regarding the customer relationship management. The ultimate objective, strategically speaking, of any business is to delight their customers. In this world of euphemism, customers may be referred as patron, clients, and the recent euphemism for customer is constituent. In this subject, CRM or customer relationship management, we emphasize the creation, development, and enhancement of individualized customer relationship with carefully targeted customers. In other words, the purpose of CRM is to delight the customers or constituent. Aside from that, the philosophy of business before, if this will be the triangle, the objective of the manager should be prevailing. Therefore, profit is subservient to the manager. But because of intense competition in the 1980s, because of the advent of computer, which was liberating, the manager became the lower or the bottom of the pyramid, the inverted pyramid, and the profitability of the company will always depend by retaining your customers. There is a quotation in business: customers are kings. Another quotation in marketing: customers are always right. Even though the customers are wrong, they are still your customers, because it will take months, even years, in order to gain your customers. But it will take only 1 second or 10 seconds to lose your customers. What I'm implying, the customers are very sensitive, and because of that, another service was invented and introduced. We call this value added service. Value added service is designed to entice customers to become customers forever. There are many tactics or strategies considered as value added. Some companies introduce rebate system, others extending their warranties, others offering free parking, free Wi-Fi, or etc. Just to make the revenue appended or increase. Next, another concern: what is the purpose of customer relation management? Basically, the purpose of CRM is to satisfy your constituent or your customers. Secondly, once the customers are satisfied, the company income will be increasing as well. And if the company will lead the industry, it means they will become the benchmark of the industry, serving as a leader. Therefore, that could be a prestige on the part of the company. Another strategic avenue by the company is having their corporate social responsibility. They are spending so much money, their share of their profit to be reverted to the community as a way to build companies' honor and integrity. Because of that, customers, constituents will regard the company as superior, and eventually they will become loyal to the company. Why did the CRM develop? As I said, in the 1980s, when computers were introduced, many companies, and even now, are using IT or information technology in order to boost their sales. At one point, when BPO, the business process outsourcing, became a fundamental support system of the company, it really increased the volume of their sales as well as their customer satisfaction is achieved. Companies are spending millions of dollars. Can you imagine if the companies are subscribing to telcos just to have a vanity numbers or 3-digit number amounting to millions in peso or in dollars, just to accommodate customers to dial 3-digit instead of numerous digits in order to air their concern. Because of the advent of technology, information technology is upgraded periodically at the breakneck speed. Probably after the AI concept, probably another concept of technology will be introduced in our society. We call this quantum computing. Quantum computing. If this quantum computing will be perfected by China or US, they will rule the industry. Okay, so much for the futuristic aspect of CRM. As I said, what does the CRM involve? Organization must be customer or constituents focus. Constituent focus. Also, organization or business organization must adapt the customer's needs or customers needs. By probably by conducting market research that would evaluate some constituent needs in the future. Your assignment, you're going to enumerate some benefits of practicing CRM. The outline of our subject after discussing discussing the benefits of CRM, we're going to trace the evolution of the CRM or the history of CRM and how these practices emerge to become the standard of business. And that's all, and see you around. Bye bye.